Welcome back. This is my 54 Chevy 3100 sitting on an 06 Envoy frame. In this video we're going to start tackling some rust repair on the driver's side fender, so let's get after it. Alright guys, welcome back for another video. In this video we're going to tackle the front fender, at least this driver's side. We'll see how far we get. Kind of waiting on parts for the box and door hinge parts to fit the doors. So I'm kind of at a standstill. I don't want to take anything too far apart or move on to anything too big without finalizing these last few things that I wait on parts for. So I'm going to take this front fender. I'm going to start by stripping all the paint off of it. I could see all the pink you can see on there is all bondo. I kind of want to know what it's covering up before I spend the time in repairing that. The whole kind of fender is kind of pinched in, kinked a bit, so I gotta flatten that out and then rebuild that rusted out section. But first we're gonna see really how deep this groove is, and we're gonna make a mess in here, just sanding all this old paint and bondo off. But it's a good time to do it, waiting on parts. Okay, about an hour and a half later I got the fender all stripped down. Overall it's in pretty good shape for 73 years old. This part, no surprises. Bit of surprise down in the back corner here, it's been repaired once. A couple little holes there. Nothing that's not fixable. This section here, I didn't even know this crease was here, and this is the worst one out of the two. Pretty rough throughout this area, but it's all very minor dents, so I'm gonna go nuts with the hammer and dolly, try to get all these scrapes out, try to get it as smooth as possible. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm okay with a little bit of filler, but I think I could get this a little bit better than it was, and there wasn't much filler on there actually. I was pretty happily surprised. So I was having a bit of trouble seeing what I was exactly doing, so I just took some leftover spray paint I had, hit it quick. I'm just going to take some 80 grit on just a scrap piece of steel and just rub it over extremely lightly just to take the paint off the highs. Okay, hopefully you can see that on camera. Let me try to move this quick. Okay, so now we can see it's all leopard spotty. So anywhere the sandpaper didn't touch is a low. So that means I gotta hammer it from the backside out. And continue to do that. I'll hit it again with the sandpaper, see how many more there are. I'll keep going until it gets a lot closer. This, like I said, it looks bad visually now, but these are all very minor lows. But we'll do what we can here. Okay, this is another tool I've never used. Again, I just get most of my stuff off Amazon. It's a shrinking disc. I know it's a little high in here where that big gouge is, and a little high in here. Never used it, so I'm not gonna try to teach you how to use it. A good channel for that on YouTube is Make It Custom with a K, Carl Fisher. He's, I don't know, kind of the OG of this stuff on YouTube. He super in-depth videos. Everything I've basically done, I've learned from him, and honestly I don't know if I'd be doing them right, but it seems to be working out. I definitely could hammer more. My hands are just vibrating. So I'm going to try hitting it with this shrinker disc. I got a wet rag to cool it down after, and we're going to essentially try to heat up the highs and then cool them off, and it should suck down a little bit. Let's try it out. That does feel a lot better. Let me hit it again. Wow, that's actually a lot better. Okay, I'm gonna call that good enough for hammer and dolling for now. Went back over with some more 80. Hopefully they'll tell on camera how much better it is. I mean, it still looks like a mess from here. I'm gonna definitely smooth it out, but hammering these little dents out, that's something I could do in the evening when I only have like an hour or whatever. My main goal was to tackle this. I haven't even looked at it since I stripped the paint off. So let's get moving on this. I could tell there's a crease up here. I'm thinking it's because some type of damage up here, and obviously a crease up here. So I'm gonna try to flatten that out, I think would be my first step. Yeah, I don't know. We'll start screwing around with this. Okay, so I had it in the English wheel like you saw there, and I had the wheeler running this way, and I really screwed up and I made a huge crease through here. So then I took it off camera there and I started going around this way, and it really took the crease out and it gave me the width I needed back. I've been comparing my contour gauge to my passenger side fender, and this whole section was a lot further in towards the bottom, so I needed it to be flat for about 5.5 inches and then start curling, or mine was like curling at 4. So I got it a lot closer. My entire goal was to get it close as possible on this side and on this side, and then I could build my patch to those points and not have to worry necessarily the shape of my patch. So I'm gonna call it a day today. Tomorrow's another day. So tomorrow I'll cut this out and start building an actual patch for this, and hopefully it'll come out nice. Got pretty frustrated with it today, but I am actually really happy with this. I kind of threw the fender on the truck there, and looking at it, there's not really any highs or even too bad of lows. So it'll come out pretty nice. A little bit more hammer dolly and then a little bit of filler. She'll be mint. So I got that patch all welded in, looks pretty good. Gave me the shape I need. It's a very close contour to the passenger side, so overall I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't film doing it because it's basically the same as I did up on the cowl there. So go back and find that video for metal shaping the cab if you're curious how I did it. Pretty simple patch. Went ahead and sanded the rest of the fender. This area actually came out really nice. Still the little creases, but they're, I mean, my fingernail hardly catches on them. Still have to go through these dents. I'm sure I could get them a lot better. Just takes lots of time, and I'm running out of time for this video. Overall, the Fender is in pretty good shape. I'm pretty happy with it. So hopefully next video my parts will be here for the box. We could finish mocking that up, and for the running boards, the splash aprons that cover the gap between the rear fender, cab, and box, those should be in. So that will allow me to mount my running boards. Overall, happy how this came out. I really didn't want to start sanding things until probably summertime. I could do it outside and make less of a mess. But there's always something to do, waiting on parts. There's still more rust to repair to do, and I'll keep pitching away at it as I go. But thanks for joining me for this one. I'll catch you on the next one.